Good morning. Welcome. We're so delighted to have you here this morning. We're so delighted to be here this morning. This facility, the Patrick Henry Community College Manufacturing and Engineering Technologies Complex, is a decade dream. In 2007, this community and this college had the vision to want to build a motorsports engineering, workforce development center, and really a place that would celebrate our work in STEM and engineering technologies. And then a number of years later, in 2014, we had the opportunity for the Commonwealth of Virginia to purchase this complex, these two buildings, on behalf of the college. And the building you're standing in today is a part of that decade-long dream to bring manufacturing engineering technologies to the new forefront. Many of our programs that are on our current campus will be transitioning here. So students have been doing a wonderful job. The faculty have done an extraordinary job, but in what I would consider less than ideal environments with limited equipment. And so this entire building is really a celebration of the wonderful faculty that we have and the students who understand that they are a part of the economic future of this community. And we're so delighted for all the things that you will get to see today. I do know that I will miss someone, but I do want to say a special thank you to some folks that are here and really helped to set this strategic vision and have been there through thick and thin as we went through this process. First of all, I want to say this facility and this entire complex would have never been possible without the support of our localities, without Henry County and the city of Martinsville, because that's how the fundamentals of funding were made for this facility, and we greatly appreciate that. I also want to say a special thank you to Sarah Capps and the Tobacco Commission. Sarah, we can't tell you how much it meant to us for the Tobacco Commission to see this opportunity and be a part of that investment. And I really think that's the heart and soul, the philosophy of why the Tobacco Commission was formed. It's really about economic vitality. And we hope that you'll be pleased and you'll share it with your colleagues when you go back to what you saw here today. Delegate Daniel Marshall, Delegate, we thank you for your tireless work in economic development. And Delegate Les Adams, thank you so much. You've been in this facility recently, and we appreciate the vision that you share with us, both of you, as how we continue to grow for this community. I'm just going to list a few. These are people that we call on a regular basis to champion areas for Patrick Henry Community College in their representation. Henry County Sheriff Perry, Jim Adams, Jennifer Bowles, I saw her this morning, Dale Wagner, Dr. Curtis Milner, Tim Hall. We can't say enough about Blair Construction. They have been a delight to work with, and it was just such an honor to have one of our own in this community take on this venture with us and be a part of this. On behalf of our Chancellor at the Virginia Community College System, Dr. Glenn DuBois, Bert Jones is here today. Bert and your entire team, Bill Price, we really, really appreciated our Vice Chancellor, Donna Van Cleve, of the vision that you helped us have the patience to see to fruition. It takes a long time to turn a relatively simple building as this was into what we're going to enjoy today. When we open these doors, you'll get to see the space in which our partnerships come to life. Dr. Jared Cotton, thank you for being here. Dr. Cotton, our superintendent for Henry County Schools. That partnership is, we happen to be up in Charlottesville early this week talking about the partnership we have. dual enrollment students, our career pathways, many of these programs that are in this building. Dr. Zeb Talley also with the City of Martinsville, we have those students in here. Dr. Leanna Blevins is here. Thank you, Leanna, for your being here and your support as we partner with NCI and the Center of Excellence work that we do through the Tobacco Commission. So this is the home of the Racing College of Virginia. And it's a brand that we're very, very proud of. It's racingcollege.com, and this being race weekend, we know that that really drives home this legacy that we have in our community. It's the home of a new Flex Workforce Development Center that we're very proud of, and programs like General Engineering Technology and Mechatronics and Robotics and Automation and CAD and Industrial Electronics and Maintenance. All those things that are really the heartbeat of our community, as well as a broad range of STEM. But in the beginning and the end, this facility is about two things. The first thing it's about is economic development. And the second thing that is the beneficiary of that are our students. And so thank you so much for being here. Each and every one of you very special, particularly our faculty and staff who really believe in this college and believe in this community. Every morning they wake up and say, what is in the best interest of the student and what is in the best interest of this community, because that's what this college is focused on. And I'd like for you to, Mark Heath, our Executive Director of the Martinsville-Hendry County Economic Development Corporation, I asked him to be here today because those two prongs, what is good for economic development of our community and what is good for our students. And then you're going to get to hear from the real champions of why we are here and why this facility is so important to us. Mark, thank you for being here.
It is a great honor to be here and be a small part of this great event. On behalf of the EDC, we offer our congratulations not only to PHCC but also especially to Dr. Godwin on the grand opening of this new facility that we'll call the Met. I guess that's a good way of looking at it. PHCC has long been a supporter and just a staunch supporter of EDC recruiting, and it's really no secret that we consider Dr. Godwin to be one of our secret weapons, maybe the best one that we have. Now, no matter what you call it, whether it's workforce development, talent development, or simply get up and go to work development, training is front and center in all that we do. And rightly so. It is the lifeblood of what we're about in a competitively global economy. All that points to the importance of the programs that you'll see here. They'll be taught here: general engineering technology, mechatronics, industrial maintenance, automation, robotics, electronics. All are important in today's world where more competent and fewer employees are needed. We all know that machines replace people. So we've got to have people who have the skills, the enhanced skills that are marketable in today's economy. And that's why this place, the Met, is going to be so important. The Met will play an important role in our overall strategy. It's another asset that we have to put into the continuing, or that will set Martinsville-Hendry County apart. It is a perfect complement to what we're doing at Commonwealth Crossing, the Commonwealth Center for Advanced Training, or CCAT. It will fit very well with CCAT and with what's going on at NCI downtown. Just as with CCAT, when the EDC brings prospects to this industrial park, the first place, or the Patriot Center, it's not just any industrial park, it is a high-end industrial park that we're very proud of. The first stop we'll make will be right here so that Dr. Godwin and her staff can work their magic on our clients and give them an offer that they cannot refuse. We know what's in store for the clients, but I'm not sure the clients have any idea what's waiting for them when they get here. So we're excited about this. Dr. Godwin, again, we thank you for your vision and your unwavering support to our community and all that means to us. Thank you.
I do want to say a special thank you to some folks on our campus that really did some very heavy lifting here. Our Dean David Deal and his IT team, you You'll see the evidence of them there. I'd like to say a special thank you to Roberta Wright. We have the best facilities director in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and she's absolutely brilliant and does a yeoman's task. Our Dean, Colin Ferguson, thank you, Colin, for all your work on this project. Our Vice Presidents, Dr. Greg Hodges, VP for Academic Student Success Services, and Rhonda Hodges, our VP for Workforce Economic Community Development. And a special thank you to Jack Hambury. This was really Jack's baby. And she kept him up at night. He had all those kinds of things of a baby. And I wanted to thank Jack and all the VPs for their tireless work to make this happen. So now hear briefly from the folks that really are why we're here. Christopher Wagner, who had a wonderful English teacher, I hear. Christopher serves with us at the Idea Center, our Innovation, Design, Engineering, and Acceleration Center, which is in Uptown Martinsville, a part of our presence there. And so, Christopher, tell them a little bit about your journey here at Patrick Henry Community College.
Well, good morning, everyone. So a little over a week ago, I was asked to prepare a speech concerning the programs which will be housed in this new Manufacturing and Engineering Technology Center, and how said programs have impacted my life, and I believe how they will impact future students' lives. Before I delve into the speech, I would like to define a synonym of impact that I believe describes every instructor I've been privileged to learn from in the programs of General Engineering Technology, Computer-Aided Design, and Mechatronics, as well as all other instructors I've been privileged to learn from here at Patrick Henry Community College. That word is influence. Influence is defined as the capacity or power of persons or things to be a compelling force on or produce effects on the actions, behaviors, and opinions of others. During my time as a student, I was impacted and influenced by a copious number of instructors who include, just to name a few, Lloyd Cannaday, David Dillard, who could not be here this morning because he's actually teaching a class at the Idea Center, Keith Newcomb, James Corns, Daniel Edwards, Rich Wilcox, as well as many others. And under the direction of the aforementioned instructors, I've learned everything from designing a single nut and bolt to designing a complex multi-part machine, from designing a simple house to an office complex. From creating simple circuits with just a battery and an LED, and for the electronics people out there, a resistor, of course, to a complicated circuit complete with diodes, transistors, resistors, capacitors, transducers, sensors, detectors, and the list goes on. From constructing pneumatic circuits using air to hydraulic circuits using liquid. From writing a simple program to add two numbers together to more difficult programs sending data to an output device. To what CNC actually means. To actually maintaining and operating computer numerical control CNC machines as part of my job as Fab Lab technician at the Thomas P. Dalton Idea Center at Patrick Henry Community College. So, as you now know, I have learned a multitude of knowledge from the instructors I have been privileged to be taught by, but they have all influenced me in much the same way. They have always been there to answer any question I may have, to help me through the everyday stresses of college life, and to simply be someone to talk to in a difficult time. This is how the instructors of Patrick Henry Community College have influenced me, and how I believe they will in turn influence future students. So before I close, I would like to redefine the word influence as the capacity or power of a person or people to be a compelling force on or produce effects on the actions, behavior, and opinions of others. So in closing, I would simply like to thank all the instructors, faculty, and staff for being the ones there to answer students' questions, for being the ones there to help students through the everyday stresses of college life, and for simply being there to talk to the student in their time of need. I hope now you see the vast influence, not only the programs which will be housed in this building have influenced my life, but how Patrick Henry Community College and its wonderful faculty and staff have influenced me as a whole. On that note, I would like to ask you all, as faculty and staff of Patrick Henry Community College, to continue the wonderful work you do as the face of Patrick Henry Community College. Thank you.
We're going to hear from Nolan Judkins, one of our Racing College students, and if you happen to be at the race this weekend and you're down in the pits, you will have a chance that you might bump into many PHCC alums. So Nolan, thank you for being here.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Well, I think the first point I'd like to make is, well, just look around you. I mean, this is truly a modern, state-of-the-art facility, and it's one of the only ones that I know of in the nation, to be honest with you, especially in Virginia. I'm here to talk about, how the motorsports facility has impacted me and how I believe it will impact future generations. And let's just start with the fact that, the actual facility and the equipment that we have over there is, I've heard, better than most race teams out there. And the fact that we have, multiples of machines that we can work in groups and be specialized in many different things. We get to work on many different parts of the race car. We don't just focus on one thing. We build basically the car from the ground up. And the fact that we are very, very close to all these different racetracks, that we have track experience, and we know how to set up the car at the track, not just in the shop. And also the fact that we have not just one car. We have multiple cars and multiple different series of cars, race trucks, we have modifieds, we have late models. So we get to learn how each of those are different from each other and how to set up each one of those. Also, the professionalism that is taught here and the methods that we learn carry over directly to jobs in the racing industry and engineering and mechatronics and all that kind of stuff. It's not just one thing that we learn. We can apply it to many different aspects. And I've also been very fortunate to have gone to the track 2 times already. I've only been here for 2 months, so that just shows you what opportunities are available to 2 of the motorsports students, and learning how you actually do things at the track versus in the shop. It's been truly invaluable. Thank you.
Josh Reeves.
This place looks unbelievable. It's certainly not like it was when I was here, but I wish I could come back. So just looking around, I mean, it's unbelievable. I've been in quite a few different shops the past couple of years, working with various race teams in ARCA and NASCAR. And a lot of what people use over here, a lot of what the students are able to use over here, I wish I had in some of those shops. I mean, it's I continue to say it's unbelievable, but it is. I worked with Roush with their ARCA program and Henderson Motorsports with their Truck Series program, and a lot of what we use I learned here. And to tell you how invaluable some of that information is, I mean, it's unbelievable. But I've been able to do a lot. I've been able to run in the Truck Series, I've been able to run in the ARCA Series, and I've been able to be an influential part of each team that I go to, and I credit every bit of it to this program. Because there are so many different utensils, things that you can use here, the pull-down rig, the rotor shock dynos, the surface plate, all the knowledge that Talmadge and Denver can give you. It's just all what you take from it. And I owe every bit of it to that, to everything that I've learned here. And I think it's something extremely important that we need to keep in this area, just because so many people can benefit from it. And I talked to so many different team owners and so many different people in NASCAR and ARCA that have went to different schools that don't really have the equipment that we have, and to talk about how valuable that is. So, you know, I think it's so great that we're doing this. I think it's awesome that there's so much time and effort put into this building, and I hope it translates and it correlates to the amount of students that we get for this program. Because without this program, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of what I've been able to do. I wouldn't have had the knowledge on the Mittler Brothers pull-down rig. And when I first started working at my first race team after graduating from this program, that's what I did. So, and then I went on to different teams and I did the same thing. And a lot of the fabrication, a lot of the mechanic sense things that you do, it all comes from here. You know, it's so important. So thank you guys so much for putting so much effort into such a great program. And I hope it does continue because, like I said, I wouldn't be here without it. I wouldn't have the opportunity to do the things I've been able to do without this program. So thank you again.
I would love for our elected officials to be up here, those people that I called, and I'd love the faculty for these programs, our lead faculty, if you would come up here, Bert, other brother Bert. Pass that book out there, one of the beats can take one. 1, 2, 3.